Hi, I'm Elizabeth Matthew from St. Gregorios Orthodox Church, Atlanta. Learning is fun when you can learn by doing. I teach Sunday school lessons through crafts. Children grasp concept better when they're doing it, and it's a keepsake. Each grade has a craft folder. The materials and how to do the craft are as a document with templates if needed. Please do ask your parents to check and provide the required materials for your craft. The video for doing the craft will be available after the session. Let your parents get in touch with your Sunday school principal for the videos if you haven't completed the craft. This is a junior craft and it's a fun foam fish craft. It can be used as a fridge magnet too later on. For this, take printouts of the templates which was given for the fish as well as the Jesus thing. And it's good if you use foam sheets which are bigger because it's easier to cut the fish for the base. If it's a smaller foam sheet, it's going to be difficult. I'm using, most of the schools over here give out calendar magnets. So I'm going to be using a magnet like that so that it's easy for me to stick on the back of the foam sheet. But then if you want even smaller magnets too, you can use the ones which have the sticky back. So for this, I've cut out the template of the fish and of Jesus, and with scissors, cut out each alphabet. So that you can keep it on top of the foam sheet and cut it out later. The reason why we're doing this is because, as you might notice, the last alphabet S is of a really different shape. So cut out each alphabet in the word Jesus. You can use different color foam sheets so that you make your magnet look pretty. I cut out my J using this paper template, and do the same thing for the other alphabets too. And once you cut out your foam fish, use gum to stick the foam onto the fish foam. I've added all my other alphabets too, so that I can space it out well. Now once I've done this, the calendar fridge magnet which I was talking about, cut a thin strip. And since this is also paper, you can use glue. And stick it behind the fish, and this becomes a fridge magnet now for you. This is the second activity for the juniors, and it is called as Be Thankful. So take a copy of the printout for the words Don't Worry, Be Thankful, and there's a verse
Matthew 6, 28, 30, which is already there in the file. And also take printout of the sponge cutting. For this, you need paint, paper plate, you can have different sponges, but then since I'm doing it, I'm just having one sponge so that I can use it for different petals. I'm using a marker so that I can have a little bit of color, glue, and for cutting out the sponge, you need scissors. I've already cut out the sponge over here. I'm going to start off with sticking the words which are already colored. You can use cardstock or even a canvas. I prefer using a canvas so that I can keep the projects which children do. So once you stick the "Don't worry, be thankful," take your sponge, add the color onto your paper plate, dip the sponge, just gently. You just need only a little bit of the sponge, and you can keep how many ever petals you want. I'm just going to do 5. I have my 5 petals. I'm using a yellow marker to mark the middle of the flower. As you allow it to dry, you can stick your Bible verse in the bottom of the cardstock or on the canvas.